today is Nikolai, COO and Editor-in-Chief from FinanceFeeds. Nikolai was a judge in the annual awards last year as well. It's great to have you on the panel again, Nikolai.
Hi, Nicole. Yes, thanks a lot. I'm excited to join the panel once again this year of the judges for the Finance Magnates 2025 awards.
Lovely. It's lovely to have you with us. We do get asked a lot of questions about the voting process, so we'll get into that. First question is, what do you look for when assessing a brand's overall influence on the brokerage industry?
It's a great question. I think it's a multitude of things that I really look for. When I'm evaluating a firm, I'm looking at the people behind the technology, the people behind the product, so to say. Whether or not there are any thought leaders within the industry who are executives at these firms. I think for many of us who have a lot of experience in the industry, we're quite acquainted with a lot of different people within the industry, and so it's quite easy for us to sort of determine who's leading the pack, so to say, who's innovating and who's driving or sort of pushing the bar further, so to say. That's not to say that the technology side of things and the things that are under the hood, so to say, aren't important either. I think as editor-in-chief of FinanceFeeds, I could say that our publication stays on top of what's going on in terms of technological advancements within the industry and really how it's expanding to many other different financial markets, maybe besides Forex and CFDs that we're accustomed to. And so it's very interesting to see the innovation within the industry and also to use that as a differentiating tool or as criteria that we would use as judges to evaluate a firm overall.
Great. And with so many companies coming out with new products all the time, how do you identify whether a fintech solution is truly driving progress or just adding another product to the stack?
Another great question. I think to make a car analogy, you really have to look under the hood. I think there's quite a lot of fintech companies in our space who are quite open about the technology that they use or the innovations that they are working on. And a lot of times we can publicly review information that's available to us that will give us an idea of, let's say, the complexities of the technology or the tools and the functions that it has to basically fill the needs of brokers and other financial players in the space who need such technologies or such software. And for us, really, it's getting down and dirty, so to say, as well, and really looking at the technology inside and out to see whether or not it passes muster, so to say, in terms of innovation.
Great. And in your view, what differentiates a top-tier fintech provider from others in the same category?
Oh, that's a tough question. I think again, it's a combination of factors. I think, sure, you can say that longevity is also important, right? How long a firm has been in the industry. But at the same time, I think we can't forget about new players coming into the market who may be offering something new that we may have not seen before, or something that's drastically improved from let's say, technology or software solution that many companies relied on for, let's say, many years. And a lot of times what we do or what we see is shifts in the market in terms of the demand that traders place on their brokers and then brokers place on fintech firms. And we see that certain companies may come out of the woodwork, so to say, and become sort of new players to the market. So that is a difficult question to, let's say, to answer. But I think overall, when you look at the industry top down, you can basically identify who let's say, the driving companies are, whether they are established players or companies that are quite new to the space but are already making an impact.
Great. Thank you. We look forward to the voting period and then looking forward to seeing you at the gala. Thank you for answering our questions.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Yeah, see you then.
Thank you, Nicole. See you.
Thank you.